girl's body was dismembered, and the process of dismembering and disposing of her body is believed to have likely involved more than one person. Mind you, the term dismembered is likely associated with the natural decomposition of the
Oh, okay. So I'm like, I thought she was getting chopped up. I'm like, bro, I thought someone chopped her up. She was just the natural of her body degrading. It went, and she was a smaller girl too, so she probably just degrading. Her body just gave out. It was a hot car, probably out there for a couple weeks.
body. I don't think somebody actually hacked her body.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what?
Apart, but because they stuffed her body in plastic, wrapped it in plastic, and then stuck it in the trunk for months, the body slowly started to melt over all that time. Essentially, they also say
so it heated up. Ew. My house is it's the holidays going on. If you hear the washing machine, don't worry about it. I'm next to the washing machine. I'm in like a crazy place right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is the David 4V thing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it.
reports, it appears as though that
this is I think it's a Maury video. This is a Maury video. Maury, yeah, this is a Maury video.
Finally being considered as a potential suspect by investigators in the death of Celeste Rivas.
I ain't gonna lie, even if he wasn't a suspect, God forbid, what if someone, like, if the kid died automatically, bro, it's just the fact he was messing with her when he was like 17 and like 18, 19, and she was 15, 20. No, he was 20, she was 15. Wow, bro.
Of course, all of us knew that this was a long time coming, for many months now. I mean, with the overwhelming amount of evidence that we've all saw across social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, hundreds of news publications, I mean, we all knew this day was coming. And of course, people in the comments are saying, this gotta be rage bait at this point, because I mean, why did it take this long? Literally.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather them take a long time gathering a lot of evidence of pinning this guy down for sure, instead of just taking him in right then and there. And then his lawyer can come up with like, oh, they unlawfully got him without like the right sufficient amount of evidence, and they're letting go. I'd rather this. But there's an argument that could be made, like him running rampant, he could be getting rid of evidence and things of that nature. But listen, if they point blank it got him stamped, I'm not mad at it.
Thanksgiving is what, like 5 days away, and she was killed back in late August? Early September is when we all found out about this. Another person said, a potential suspect. If y'all don't just arrest him already. Like, other people are saying, why was he at least not been arrested? Having a relationship with a minor, a missing one at that. Well, I'm not entirely sure about that. My guess is that in order to criminally charge him for that, they need like substantial, hard, concrete proof that it was a relationship, although we all know that it likely was. I'm not entirely sure if the photos or videos of Celeste and David being together and the implications of all that is enough in court to charge him criminally for that. But I
dang, this thing loud. Okay, let me go to the other room, bro. I'm sorry.
Kidnapping charges for sure. Another person said it took him months to finally come to this conclusion. Yeah, honestly, again, very wild times we're living in. However, as according to this latest publication by the New York Post, they say David being eyed as suspect in death of teen whose body was found in rapper's Tesla trunk. Report. David is...
Dang. Wow, why my shit moving like that?
Being eyed as a suspect in the death of teen Celeste's decomposed body was discovered 2 months ago in the back of the rapper's Tesla, according to a new bombshell report. Police are also probing Hernandez's death as a possible homicide. Sources told TMZ, though the medical examiner has...
You know, it's crazy. This young lady had no, like... It's crazy. A lot of these things could have been prevented if people really just cared about this little girl. But that goes to show, like, when it comes to kids, like, her home life was kind of messed up. She was always running away, and you get got when you're a vulnerable child. Because how more vulnerable you could be as, like, a 14 or 15-year-old girl in the fucking United States, bro. Like, and listen, she was getting manipulated by this dude and things of that nature, keeping in touch with her, talking to her, do what they got to do. It's crazy. Crazy. Talking about like, oh, you're my forever, but getting his name tatted on her finger. Shit, that's before 13, 14, 12, and like this was just happening. Bro, if my child was dating somebody, I would want to meet him or her. Like whoever it is, just to see what type of person or meet their parents, bro. Like, what is going on? But listen, that's just me personally.
Yet to make an official ruling while toxicology results are pending. Investigators are, and I quote, looking at David as a suspect, end quote, in the tragic case of Hernandez after her body was found wrapped in plastic on September 8th, the day after she would have turned 15.
She was 14, Jesus.
Sources told the outlet. And then here they show a picture of David and someone who looks like Celeste. I don't believe this is Celeste, by the way. Remember, there was another girl.
Yeah, could you imagine being the other girl in this situation? You just have proximity to David, and they're just using your picture. You're like, oh my God, I'm not her.
I believe named Celeste that looked just like Celeste, but she was actually like 20 years old. Yeah, guy was obviously obsessed with the younger Celeste, but he knew he couldn't really have her out in public like that, so I don't know. It's weird. But here's a little more info from TMZ
Pat Bev choking out his sister.
themselves. They always have their own sources and their own whistleblowers, so they're going to be telling us more about this case right now.
Law enforcement sources with direct knowledge tell us that David is being viewed as a suspect in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez death. One of our sources claimed that the police investigation revealed around spring of 2025, David took a trip in the middle of the night to a remote area in Santa Barbara County, and he remained there for several hours. We have not double-sourced that information, and it's also unclear why a spring trip would be on the police's radar. We're also told that they're viewing Celeste's death as a homicide, even though the medical examiner has not determined a cause of death yet. As far as we know, there is no paperwork classifying David as a suspect, but again, as one of our sources tell us, they are looking at him as a suspect.
Most likely, bro. What? I mean, he far too connected to this girl not to be a suspect, bro. Like,
We have reached out to David's team, and so far we have not gotten a word back.
bro, what do you
So
say?
obviously, David is going to be the number one prime suspect in this case. How could he not? Unless you people believe he's some kind of member of some shadow organization, Illuminati, freak.
Shit, man. Listen, if that nigga get away with it, I'ma think that like a OJ situation. What, nigga?
Masons type shit, where you believe he's going to be just as protected as the politicians and the celebrities attached to the Jeffrey Epstein files are in this case involving Celeste Rivas Hernandez's own death. Unless he's a part of the big elites, I think he's cooked. Additionally, according to this report, this latest report by TMZ, they say David was living in the Hollywood Hills in a rental home. Cops searched the property for blood evidence, and his Tesla was abandoned on a nearby street and towed to an impound lot.
Who chopped this girl up? Like, bro, I'm just thinking about who did that. Like, bro, who did? Like, bro, you know how crazy you gotta be to have a chopped up child in the back of your car? Not only a chopped up child, the one that you was poking. Like, what?
Where Celeste's body was later found in the front trunk, of which we all already know. Celeste's body was decomposing when it was found in a plastic bag back in early September, and based off what I heard from a different source, they were saying Celeste's death could result in only minor charges, no pun intended, charges after her body was found wrapped in plastic in David's trunk. Now, I'm not entirely sure why they would say minor charges. As to us and everybody in the public can obviously see that David is numero uno when it comes to being a suspect. But according to this article by the New York Post, they said it's because Los Angeles cops say they have yet to uncover a serious crime. So I'm just gonna
I
come
ain't
out
gonna lie, the body getting chopped up is a serious crime.
and say that obviously over the last 7 days things have changed, as this was published
I'm about
on
to
November
say.
10th. Over the last week and a half, there have been updated reports, and now David appears to be a prime target by LAPD now. Officially, someone said, but he is still walking around as a free man. They've been pursuing this case for months, no arrest or anything. I'm confused at this point. Same here, and I just gotta say, if this were anybody else, literally anybody else, fail to see how they would still be a walking man, free to roam around, fly everywhere, enjoy all the luxuries of the world. Additionally, according to ABC News, they say, according to sources,
But listen, he's socially cooked, money. Like, bro, he can't go nowhere,
the
bro.
girl's body was dismembered, and the process of dismembering and disposing of her body is believed to have likely involved more than one person. Mind you, the term dismembered is likely associated with the natural decomposition of the
Oh, okay. So I'm like, I thought she was getting chopped up. I'm like, bro, I thought someone chopped her up. She would just the natural of her body degrading. It went, and she was a smaller girl too, so she probably just degrading. Her body just gave out. It was a hot car, probably out there for a couple weeks.
body. I don't think somebody actually hacked her body
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what?
apart, but because they stuffed her body in plastic, wrapped it in plastic, and then stuck it in the trunk for months, the body slowly started to melt over all that time, essentially. They also say
Oh, so we eat it up. Ew.
investigators have been in contact with multiple people they believe were involved in the case in some way, sources said. Additionally, investigators said they believe the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner will determine the cause of death soon.
Bro, those people that got to do the autopsy, who got to see bodies damn near every day at the morgue, at the morgue, where they got to like figure out how they died, bro, or like embalm them. I don't know how they do that, bro. And they be having lunch breaks. Hey man, it's just my job. They make a lot of money though.
Which will be critical in making an arrest, determining charges, sources said. Additionally, on Twitter, it seems as though that people are saying they got a citizen notification, and the Citizen app is for like notifications for crimes in your area. So this one person on Twitter said, got a citizen notification that David is finally being considered as a suspect. Hope that's true because there's no way he's innocent. So yeah, it seems as though that they're even reporting this stuff on the Citizens app. That's crazy. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? Somebody in the comment section said, never trust a man who paints his fingernails.
Okay.
Listen, man, I got no dog in the fight. I don't paint my fingernails, but I'm not gonna, I got nothing against guys who paint their fingernails. I'm just saying, like, there does appear to be certain behaviors attached to guys, I suppose, who, in this case, like David, paint their fingernails black. Somebody said, in the back of my mind, and that's a song from David, you fried and getting 25 to life. Other comments in the comment section are like, yeah, obviously, he's a suspect. Like, listen, I'm not gonna act like I'm a police officer, investigator, or
Yeah, I don't know what they going on in behind the scenes, but listen, they probably build, if the feds go in there, shit, it's over, bro.
FBI.
My homie told me you need to fear two things: God and the federal government, bro. Yo. FBI, that means they've been watching your grandma, your auntie, your uncle. They've been watching the dog you've been walking every day. They know when that dog shit 3 weeks ago, bro, and where to find that shit, bro. If the FBI's on your ass, boy, you're cooked.
Agent, I don't know how certain jurisdictions go about their procedures and logistics,
federal, bro.
processes, and ways of sorting out cases. I have no personal experience with that, but all I will say is, hopefully the LAPD, they don't drop the ball. I'm not entirely sure if the FBI is involved in this, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the feds get involved, boy, he's cooked. I mean, he's already fucked, but like, if it's state, he can wiggle out. Now, I'm not saying I want him to wiggle out, but like, there's a chance he can wiggle out. But like, if the feds get on this nigga ass, bro, it's over for him, bro.
hopefully the investigators on this case know exactly what they're doing. Hopefully the DA don't drop the ball. Hopefully detectives don't drop the ball. Hopefully they don't charge him with things that they cannot prove in court, because that has happened in the past and has literally messed up so many cases.
Shout out
Essentially
OJ.
just allowing certain criminals to escape from the charges they should have actually got. But yeah, guys, thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? Officially, David is now a suspect. That's one step in the right direction. Anyways, hope you guys found this latest update informative, entertaining, or
Like that
at
little ass
least
mustache.
somewhat relieving. And yeah, I'm gonna catch all of you in the next one.
Well, it's been your boy Todd the Same. My bad, y'all, for the noise in the background, bro. Hey, it's holidays. A lot of people in my house, they going through my room. I mean, there's people just sitting in my room, and I had to just find like a little space in the crib. This is not mine. But hey man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. How y'all feel about the situation? Tell them. Leave it in the description, bro. It's been your boy Todd.